in the intraday session. Autodesk also slumping following its disappointing guidance, the company blaming macroeconomic headwinds for its troubles. The stock also not finding much love in the market, no love at all, 15% down in the trade stateside. Zoom was up slightly. So on the flip side, some good news coming in, marginally higher, actually 1%, nearly knocking on those gains after its recent drop following disappointing quarterly results. But the stock is still down about 40% year to date. Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, though, still is a big believer of Zoom and has been buying the dip. Here's what she told CNBC earlier.
Zoom is a $4 billion revenue company right now. So we think it has miles to go. And one other thing, last year, Zoom sales in this past quarter were up about 360% as we were in the middle of the coronavirus crisis. This year, expectations for the fourth quarter against the toughest compare last year are up 19%, their own guidance, and that is a seasonally weak quarter for them. So I am fairly amazed that they are showing increases at all on top of that 360% burst. So I don't know what other analysts are thinking, but I think this is one of the most important communications companies to come along in many decades.
Okay, let's touch base with our first guest on the show. Brian Wendig is president at MJP Wealth Advisors, joining us live from Westport, Connecticut. It's great to have you, Brian, on the show. Thank you very much for your time. How are you placing the markets amid all of this news flow, where, of course, there's concern on inflation and rates on the one hand, but recovery is also taking shape?
Good morning, Tanvir. Absolutely. We are optimistic about the market over the balance of the year. I mean, growth is still good from a global economic perspective, looking at around 4% GDP growth next year, because demand still exceeds supply to rebuild inventories and to provide good orders around the world. Now, I think inflation really needs to be bifurcated into two pieces. One, that's flowing through the labor market, and two, that's really being influenced by supply chains, which we don't think are permanent items and should dissipate by the second half of next year. Now, of course, Federal Reserve policy and changes there are always an unknown. We know from the minutes that they are evaluating the pace of the economic recovery as it relates to inflation, but we think changes could happen from a bond tapering perspective, but the Fed probably still will be cautious on raising interest rates due to the timing of the labor market healing domestically and around the world.
And so what would be your investment advice at this stage?
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending where you are. This is Joe from New York Trading Room. Now, we said we are going long euro dollar. From this area, some people get here, some people get here. Now, everything I have on the chart is very important. Is this a good timing to buy? Right here. Yes or no? You can see, in order for you to buy euro dollar, you have to make sure this must be green. The euro here must be green and the US dollar must be red. For example, if I want to trade something right now, OC CAD. Where is the OC? It's red. The CAD is green. Okay? So I should sell OC CAD because this is the best trade. And look what happened. 91.80 to 91. It's 80 pips straight down. And you have red here. Now, in order for you to go long right here, did you have green? All green like that? No. Did you have green, euro, red, USD? No. So the timing is not good. So if you're not making money in euro dollar right now, you know why, because you're not following the rule. Yes, we know euro dollar is gonna go higher and the holiday, Thanksgiving tomorrow and Friday, but is the timing is right or not right? Okay, so that's why we have this section. I'm not just posting this stuff here for no reason. Everything must be for a reason. We have the TV for a reason. If something happens suddenly in the market, we know about it. Okay, that's why we have the TV. We have the gold, we have the Bitcoin, we have US market, we have like 6 bear chart, and we have this, the currency map. Why? Because we need to know which one is strong and which one is weak. So if I want to trade right now, if I take New Zealandi, it's selling, and the CAD New Zealandi, so New Zealandi CAD, it's a sell. Why? Because the New Zealandi. So from 88 to 86.75. Okay, so this is very easy trade. You trade with the direction of the market, and this is what the market maker on this trade right now. You know what I mean? So you need to know why and when to time the market. So this is here for a reason. The TV for a reason. Everything here on this screen, it tell you it's a reason for it. Okay, and you put everything together, and I talk about all this kind of stuff on like a couple months ago when I explained the strategy and the expert and everything. But let's say we bought right here in this area. Okay, it's normal when the market go down. Even if you make a mistake, you don't watch this part here. If you make a mistake and you bought right away without looking, now you can add around this area. Okay, and when the market comes to here, you can exit everything. Okay, so this is how you deal with the information. If we said, for example, that the US market is gonna go higher, right? On for last 20 years, right? We said US market is gonna go higher. It went higher, then went down, then it went higher. So you know in next 2 days the US market will end higher, and you can see it end higher. So if you are right here, it will make money, and if the drop, you buy again and end up right here. This is how you trade the market. You need to time the market right. So we said US market is going higher for last 21 years, and it did. It's high, then went down, then went higher again. So this is how to use the information. Now, if you're not watching everything I said, you will have a problem. Like if you don't watch all my video in this channel, you will have a problem. Why you will have a problem? Because I did explain everything.
Hey guys, sometimes you
So
will see
here,
a situation like this. The market is going too fast, too quick, and you tell yourself, okay, which bar I should go short right here. Experienced trader, they know if they draw trend line like this.
so if you go to my YouTube channel, the first two Let me upload it here for you. Anyway, I explain in the first 8 video on the channel. I explain everything, why we have everything. What if the market drop, then come back? What do you do? So you always make sure this indicator with long time view. So if I'm looking to go long big euro dollar, I must have green here and red. Okay, this means the euro is gonna go higher and the US dollar will go lower. Now let me show you something.